bathong telechang bese ngala ke sipele ke le day ke sipele le na
Hip hop is a lifestyle, as you can speak. So
It's local,
oh
but
yes,
it's
it's
now international.
international.
You are now tuned into Skills Village Radio.
What can I say? Every day's a new day, but you already know it's about that time.
it's about that time. So BK Mutilichiwa Skills Village Video. This gentleman is a multi-talented individual, right? So BK knows everything about cyber security. He's a musician, he's an author, and he's been nominated as one of the okay, let him introduce himself. BK, welcome to Skills Village Radio, man. Can you just briefly tell us who is BK Butsubuts?
Yo, that's actually a good question, right?
Yeah.
So I am a 2 times award-winning author for kids. I am a cybersecurity specialist, social engineer. I am a content creator, and I am a person who's trying to make a difference in this world and leave a mark on every single person that I meet, and also a big footprint in every person, and just trying to do the Lord's work.
Oh wow, amen and amen, right? So why kids?
Why kids?
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you. So I deal a lot with affirmations. So I realize that a lot of us, especially but Babatu, in our side, we don't have any confidence. So if you can start building confidence from a young age, it makes a huge difference. And when you do that, it shifts the mindset from the subconscious mind to the conscious mind as well. And I realized, if kids can start having confidence from a young age, once they go into corporate world, that confidence skyrockets, and it also builds them up into getting more opportunities, because sometimes we lose opportunities because we are scared to ask. 1, 2, because we ourselves think we don't know. We know, but just that we don't have the confidence to feel confident about what we need to say and how to speak up.
Okay, it makes sense. So it's always something of that sort, right? So I think I love that. Can you just give us a brief background about where does BK come from? Before we even just jump into what you specialize in, actually, hey?
Great question. So BK, which is Bikoko Beto Makhetwane, all the way from the East Rand, small town, Goduduza, 1496. They know this.
They do.
So yeah, I grew up in there, and it's a very small town. And to make it out of that town is quite difficult, to be honest with you. And I had to, be a person who focuses and just have big goals and big dreams as well, and just building relationships to be able to make out. And I knew that what I wanted to do was to work in computers, as I do a lot of things, as music production is also one of them. And I think music production has opened a lot of doors for me to work in radio, to work in television, to work in marketing, to work in advertising, and obviously to be where I am in cybersecurity today. So that is BK.
I love that. And you are also actually recognized as one of the 200 youth actually in South Africa from Mail and Guardian in 2025. Just tell me, how did that come about? What does it mean to you as an individual and your professional journey?
Let me tell you a crazy story before I tell you that.
Right.
Do you know that 5 years ago, I had a dream of wanting to be on that 200 list. Every single year, my friends would nominate me. And I would get rejected. And until crazy enough, in 2024, I just put my head down. I just started grinding, doing what I need to do to make things happen, to make an impact, and just focus on one goal, which my goal was make a huge impact in people's life, and which was that, right, with the books and with the content creation as well, and with just my work and just making sure that I stand out in what I do and people understand and know who I am.
Much
And
appreciated.
funny enough, a stranger actually nominated me. I don't even know who the stranger is, and they nominated me, and I ended up getting chosen because of that particular stranger nominating me. 5 years took me 5 years to get into that, and without me just focusing on it, it just happened just like that. But it's been my goal, and it just happened. And Yeah, so
That's
that
God's work.
has
God's
made a
work.
huge significant change in my life.
Yeah.
It has made, it has opened a lot of doors as well,
Yeah.
in terms of creating more relationships with
Yeah.
people, and I think also being taken as an industry leader as well.
I love that, and takes us back to what you just communicated right now in terms of affirmations, right? So, what it is, what you say, what you utter, it shall be. You understand? So, I love that. But then I need to understand what is cyber crime, or what is cyber security? What is that, and why did you venture into that?
Oh, that's actually a good question. So, so let me start there. Cybersecurity is all about protecting what we call assets. Now, what we call digital assets. Now, digital assets are like, for example, what moves around the network, right? Those things, and your digital assets are your computers, your printers, things which are more in the digital scale, your cell phones, and we come in to protect and see what's going on from the environment or from the back, and that's basically how it happens. So we are protectors. Think of us in this way. I always make this example. Think of us as, for example, there's a building, and then there's two security guys outside the building. Nobody can just come into that building without being verified who they are. Nobody can just come into that building without even producing a, for example, the key card.
Yeah.
And we are always looking in terms of, does that building have, or does it have any loopholes in it? Is there
Yeah.
a broken window, broken door, and how are people getting in as well? So we're always patrolling and looking around. So that is basically cybersecurity, and also what we basically do as well.
I love that. Thank you so much. So cybersecurity is increasing worldwide, right? What are the
100%.
most common challenges or the common scams that South Africans need to be aware of?
Look, we're getting a lot of what we call phishing, which is more on your calls, where people are going to tell you that they're calling you from your bank, and they're going to send you an OTP number, or they're
Yes.
calling you from your network provider, they're going to send you an OTP number, and then they're going to do what we call an account takeover. What an account takeover is, if I call you and I tell you that I'm calling you from your bank, and I'm telling you that money's moving from your account, what's the first thing you think about? You start panicking, right?
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
one of the scams that they do. And you, once you panic, I'm like to you, hey, I'm gonna send you an OTP number. You need to send it out to me because they already have your password. That's all. Once they get the OTP number, they get inside, they change your password. They don't need you anymore. They kick you out. They put in their details, so whenever they need to log into your account, they can do whatever they need to do. So they take all the money, swipe it out, boom. So that's the first one. That's phishing. And then
Okay.
the second one is what we have, what we call smishing. So smishing is basically, those SMSs that we get. They're telling you that, hey, you've got a traffic fine,
Yes.
or
You have
your delivery
won.
package is being
Yes.
delivered, and stuff like that. So that's
Yes.
also one of them that we're currently seeing as well. And also we're seeing a huge influx of companies being targeted for by obviously ransomware groups, which are they looking for specific things for client data, people's data, so they can sell on the dark web as well. So these are the common attacks that we currently are seeing at this moment. So they're looking for loopholes where companies have particular loopholes where they haven't, what we call patching, where they haven't closed the gaps, and they coming in, they see those gaps, they're like, there's a gap here, we're coming in, we're going to take whatever we need to take and then sell it to the dark market. So that's what's happening.
Okay, so is this the reason why cyber criminals attack more of the emotional part of things than the technical part of things holistically? And I just want to understand why did you study social engineering, and what is that?
Good question, right? You just said it right there, right? All about manipulating somebody's emotions and how they feel. That's social engineering. That's how it is. So that's what they use even with your smishing or phishing calls. So social engineering, it's more on that sense. That's what we do. But on my sense, I don't make you feel bad, right? I also try to trick you to give me your password or to make you click on a particular link as well. So my job is to test companies if they're strong enough from a social engineering side, from the user side or the customer side of things. Because I'll give you a great example. Many companies, all employees are trained, but the cleaners are never trained. And this is where we see a gap, and
Yeah.
we target them. Or the receptionist, we target the receptionist, and we send them, for example, a delivery SMS or delivery email, or we
Mm,
tell them, hey,
mm.
salary increase, and we know that they're going to open that email. Once they open that email, we are in. We can start moving around, taking whatever we need to take, leave,
Yes,
we're done.
yes.
Right. So that's basically what social engineering is all about. It's all about manipulation, but at the same time, we on our side, we try to do it in the right way and a good way, and we train the users in terms of, hey, this is what you did wrong, and this is what we think you can improve going forward.
I love that. Thank you so much. Mitology was Skills Village Radio. The voice that you're hearing right now, right? It's a BK, and we are speaking everything cyber security. And BK, one thing that I want to find out, right? We may not all be, cyber experts or something like that, but what are the 3 pointers that all of us, right? We need to be the habits that we need to take care of ourselves, so that we need to practice. Let's say we can practice every day so that we can be on the safe side of things regarding cyber security.
Sure, this is what we call cyber hygiene. Number one, don't click on
Cyber
anything.
hygiene.
Exactly.
Okay.
So right, number one, right, you before you click on any links, please always double check what's the name of the link. It's what we call URL. Double check it. If it's written some words that you don't even understand and you can't even read it, don't click on it. Right? Where is it coming from? Look at where is it coming from. Is it coming from a what we call a verified company?
Right.
Right. If it's not coming from a verified company, or you don't know anything about it, or it's asking you for urgency, don't click on it. Number two, be aware for anybody who says they are calling you from your bank or calling you from anywhere saying they request you to do certain things or asking you for money. That's another one that you need to be aware of. And the last one is actually one of my favorites, which
Okay.
I've seen it. It's been happening. Please, please, please. This is something that all your listeners need to be aware of. Is please do not save your banking details on your browser, and even when you make a purchase, please always make sure that you use a virtual card, because you can cancel the card anytime if a transaction goes wrong or
Right.
if your data is linked as well.
I love that. And we just need to we need to practice every single day. So, BK, there's something that I want to share with you, right? So, as majority of persons with disabilities rely day in and day out on different technology for communication, for workplaces, and so forth. I'd love to understand. What signs can they be aware of specifically, because persons with disabilities are more vulnerable in cyber scans and so forth.
So again, this is going to be more on the social engineering side of things. I think with disability, to be honest with you, it all depends on the type of disability the person has.
Right.
I'll give you a great example. If a person is, for example, blind, the type of scam that they might get, or what we call an attack that they might get on their side, it's a call, right? So that's something on their side that they might get. So it all depends on the type of disability the person has. But again, you just need to be aware of urgency. If something is always urgent and they're rushing you to do it and it makes you panic, trust your guts, trust your feelings.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Drop the phone or whatever needs to happen. Don't trust that person who says follow me. Just trust your guts.
Yeah,
Trust your
definitely
gut.
true.
Because if somebody's legit and is moving things legitly, they will never rush you into making moves.
How do these guys, cyber crime guys, literally manipulate you so that they can get what they want out? I'm very interested, right? So, from your research and findings, how do they do this?
It's simple. Psychology. It's psychology. So if, for example, I can give you and show you something that you like, you would definitely listen to me. So what we do what we call, there's something called OSINT, which is open source intelligence, which is more of collecting information for your target. So
Yeah.
before they can target an individual, they first look at who's the weakest link, who's the target.
Yeah.
Once they get the target, we're like, okay, well, we need to collect as much information about the target. So how they collect information is, for example, they look at places like your social media. What is your social media presence? Do you have a social media presence? If you do have, ooh, that's a gold mine for them, right? Another thing where they go into your social media, they look at, for example, things like your pictures. What do you post? What do you like posting? A great example of this: if you're somebody who likes running a marathon, they can create something regarding a marathon and send it to you, and they know that for sure you are going to open it, you are going to click on it, you are going to fill in the details and give them information, because that's how they get you. It's manipulation through emotions and through psychology,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's all that. So that's basically how it works. It's all about psychology.
Sure. BK, thank you so much, man, for your information. We would really love to invite you through again and actually have a lengthier discussion about cybersecurity and with about you holistically, right? But in wrapping, BK, I'd love to find out, share with us, should one of our listener suspect that they've been targeted by a cyber scan or something like that, what is that first thing they should do, like immediately, to protect themselves?
So it all depends on the type of scam that you've been scammed on. For example, if you've given them either your banking details, or it's immediately call your bank so you can cancel the card. If, for example, it is a what we call a telecommunication scam, immediately call your service provider
Yeah.
and tell them what's happening, so they can be able to send you to the fraud department,
Yeah.
and they can be able to help you, because once they do, these scammers, once they do what we call an account takeover, it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be a mess.
I love that. Thank you so much, BK. Much appreciated. Any last words to our listener? And and we'll be wrapping up today's discussion with BK. Where can we get you, your handles, and so forth?
100%. So you can find me on all social medias. It's just Mr. Fingers. It's Mr. Fingers, Fingerz. Mr. Fingers with a Z. So that's what Mr. Fingers is all about. And then if you want to know where or how to contact me as well, you can just Google search me. It gives out all my details there as well. You can follow me on social media. Just mention what is the problem that you have. I have a team which we are able to help people wherever we can. If we can't assist you, we are able to give you direction and instructions on where to go and what to do next.
Yeah.
So what you can do, you can email us on School of Scam. So school, it's SKOOL, then scam is an SCAM at gmail.com, and then we can be able to help you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fingers himself. I wonder the fingers part. It's okuka, the piano, or other things, but it's another story for another day, right, Mr. Fingers?
100%, yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
Skills Village Radio.